All of us good as you can.
Spot on.
It was TV, they might be in out of Mongolia or China or somewhere else other than Australia, and they say that they've reached the age of 116. And they give the secret of why they've reached that particular age.
You keep your ears plugged.
I must confess, having spent 50 plus years with Dad, I can't quite work out how we got to 90. And I was thinking the other day with Brendan, and we're down the south coast, how it's possible that Pop could make it to 90, having regard to certain things that were in his life. There are certain things, Brendan, perhaps you could pass me one at a time, which might be a prompter as to how you all might live to be 90 if you followed Pop's rules in life. So what have we got? First thing you've got to do is play football. Yeah. All the women, tough luck. You won't make it to 90. Or alternatively, as he has done it with Mum, you take it to the football on Saturday afternoon at the SCG, as it was in those days, and you go out and watch South Sydney win as they did. What else, Brendan? Spend at least half an hour in the toilet each day. We haven't got to that. It's a time for contemplation. Don't rush it. Enjoy your own company, your own room, your own time.
And the Reader's Digest.
Well said.
Golf. Play golf. Get a spouse who plays golf. Enjoy the company of your spouse when you play golf. Have some great friends when you play golf, like Jack Simpson. Spend a lot of time with Chubby, because he'll always tell you jokes and make you laugh throughout your life, and it'll be a very happy time.
Very good, Jack.
When you're with Simpson or anybody else, drink red wine.
I'll drink to that.
But there's a secret with it. Drink cheap red wine. Don't overspend on anything. Put your pennies away. Cheaper it is, the better it is, the longer you live. There's a cheap bottle from my neighbour next door. He gave it to me. I can assure you it is cheap.
I'm going to tell
Onion.
My favourite brand.
Onion. What you always do is cut an onion up and put it in vinegar. Keep it by your bedside or in your kitchen. Preferably in the kitchen. Eat onions, copious quantities of onions throughout your life, and you'll make it at least to 90.
Soaked in vinegar.
Soaked in vinegar.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a true story.
Barbecue. But barbecue badly. And you've got your family around at Christmas time, and your family's there and they're ready to eat a steak. Load the fire up, make it as hot as you possibly can. Ignore the advice of all your children and their friends. Don't put the meat on your pot, you'll burn it. Or Dad, you'll burn it. Whack it on there and cook the meat. Comes out, it's black.
Most enjoyable.
It's a great barbecue. No. Always tell a joke, but tell it badly. I've never known Pop to tell a good joke.
The Atlanta bus, the Atlanta bus.
It's not serious.
It's got a joke.
I understand Tony's got some anecdotes about jokes.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I wrote a poem, and there's 4 or 5 of those things in the poem. And we never got together and colluded on it.
Me too.
Okay, that's a joke. Oh, wow.
Never smoke.
Oh, okay.
Never
I
smoke.
don't like that.
He said to me several years ago, he said, you should give up smoking, son. He said, you know, all my good mates who smoke, they've been long gone. And that's very true advice.
Bill Clinton gave me.
Oh, well, that was sad then.
And that's not a Bill Clinton one.
I thought you were going to tell about the time you all smoking cigars on the floor. In front
No,
of
it's
the
not
bed.
great.
They were great.
No frills. Two things about this product here. Firstly, buy no frills. Do not buy good quality food. They're good for it. The second thing, never eat the food by the use-by date. Chocolate. Never eat normal chocolate. Always eat dark chocolate. That'll make it for 90. Guaranteed a success rate. As a young boy, if you want something that's sweet like hazelnut or cashew and chocolate, something will be nice for you.
Don't.
Don't. Sour, stale, dark chocolate is what you get throughout the childhood.
Oh, no, you're trapped.
This is not a roast.
Could have fooled me.
These things are coming out in no particular order, but be a good businessman, as Pop was. If you're a good businessman, then you're less likely to be stressing about where your next dollar comes. If you don't have stress, then you'll live for a longer period of time. So be a good businessman, as he was, and an honest businessman.
Here, I'll agree with that.
This is the Kensington United A-grade Premier season, 1944 to 1945. That time Pop was a relatively young man, under 30. The rule about the football here is, firstly, continue to play football throughout your life, even into your 30s. Make sure that you have good mates that you have played football with. Stay in contact with your good mates until you're in your late 80s and early 90s, like Steve Norris is here today and others. And have some great memories. You talk about how you beat Zeppelin 2-0 in 1929. And it may be the only memories you have.
Ken hasn't moved his face.
He hasn't changed his photograph.
Have a perfect family. He has. If you don't have any stress in life, in your family, the chances are you'll live a bit longer than what you do. And finally, in that photograph, there's a woman, Betty.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Have a woman who always does what you tell her to do. So far as the observations we're able to make, that's how you make it to 90. All right. I now ask Tony to read his poem. I hope we haven't taken too much time.
No,
It's very funny actually, because we didn't collude about this at all, but a lot of things he said there I've actually got in the poem. Didn't speak to him at all about it. I said in the poem, and I bagged him a bit, he actually has a great sense of humour. Wouldn't bag him, great sense of humour, but his timing is sometimes well out. And I'll give you an example, all right? Probably about 10 or 12 years ago, Bet was very sick. She had lung cancer, really terrible. And they called us up and they said, it doesn't look real good, okay? So order you get down, remember this? Order you get down to Sydney, a very important thing. This operation is not a good operation to have. So I flew down, Michelle came over, Ken came up from Canberra. We're in there at Prince Henry Hospital, and the doctors come over to us, and Pop's there too. And the doctors come over and he's very solemn. He said, look, Mr. Cush and family, he said, look, it's a very difficult situation today. He said, I have actually worked on Mrs. Cush, and I have removed a nasty lump from her left lung, the size of a golf ball. And we're all very solemn with this. And Pop decided, it's a great bit of timing here. He said, was it a hot dot, Steve? And then honestly, the face on the surgeon who just done the operation was like, bad timing. Great sense of humour, bad timing. I wrote him a little poem, and some of those things you've actually done, they're actually in here. So think about this poem. Some of you understand, some of you certainly won't, but think about them at least. It's entitled Pop. Who is this man we all know as Pop? He worked for years in a sewing machine shop. He's a serious chap who doesn't indulge in folly because he's the firstborn son of Arthur and Molly. When only a lad, the Great Depression was born. Between work and school, he was terribly torn. Like many before, he walked the beat until he found employment in Campbell Street. He worked hard and decided to borrow. He told me this story. Sometimes the repayments brought him much sorrow. Now Pop has some strengths, like being patient and kind, but timing with jokes we're unable to find. He's given us gifts, treasures of DNA, especially our hair, which is totally grey. He enjoys his footy, and South Sydney he rates. It's more for a beer than seeing his mates. It's great to see these blokes from afar. Some walked, some flew, and some came by car. There's Steve Norrish. You won't see him with a frown. He was once a boxer and a man of renown. Big Jack Simpson, with hands like dinner plates. A powerful man and one of Pop's good mates. There's Peggy and Kat, and Cousin Ross, a golf fan. Shirley and Billy, and of course Kathleen Ann. There's Jan and Cole, and with their hell's old bully done, all of them living proof that the good don't die young. We all know Pop as a depression boy, not because he's unhappy or sad, but because he collects everything like mad. And if anger emerges, it's usually a sign he's just overindulged in a good red wine. When he met Bet, the love of his life, he made the commitment to make her his wife. With a little smooth talking and seduction's hard sell,
Oh my God.
out from his loins sprang Ken, Tony and Michelle. Worried about you, you thought that was very funny. Now Bet, you might know this, was engaged 3 times before. 3 rhymes and 3 times before. But when she met Pop, she showed them the door. Once it was said, your dad could be a sailor. Instead she met Ken, who's almost a tailor at rhymes. To what does he owe his longevity? To a little woman we know as Betty. Now I know for a fact he won't have much to say on this important occasion and very special day. Happy birthday, Pop, and may you have many more. We'll all get together for your 100th, of that I'm sure.